All right, guys, basic stretch.
So with basic stretch, we just want to try to increase our range of motion and flexibility a little bit.
So if you guys need the reps and sets, they're right on the side. We got a list with a description and hyperlinks down. If you have any questions, let us know.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. All right, so today we're going to go over our basic stretch for the week. We're going to start with a 90-90 stretch here. Okay, so Scott's going to get into a 90-90 position. Okay, right? We got external rotation on the front hip and we got internal rotation on the back hip. Notice that the front part, the bottom part of his front foot is in line with the front part of his back shin. So that way we make sure we have two even blocks on either side of the legs here, okay? Hands are on either side of the front knee. Chest is up nice and tall. We're going to start by pressing that front knee down into the floor and then using that pressure to pull yourself forward over top the leg. Not straight down. Think like your chest is getting pulled to the ceiling, right? We're staying tall and pulling ourselves forward. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you exhale, keep trying to pull yourself a little bit farther forward into the stretch. Now, you should be feeling it behind the back side of the leg here and in the glutes, right? Good. After a couple breaths, we're going to rotate the shoulders to face the back knee. Hands are going to go right behind the butt. Sitting up nice and tall, right? We don't want to lean back. We want to sit up nice and tall, and we're actively pressing that back knee down into the floor nice and hard. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, right? You should feel a nice little activation stretch on that back hip here, okay? Again, for a couple breaths, make sure your knees stay into a nice 90-90 position with those legs separated, okay? Good. After a couple breaths, we'll switch legs, same thing. Again, external rotation on the front leg, internal rotation on the back. Hands on either side of the leg. We're sitting up tall, pressing the front knee down into the floor, and using that pressure to pull yourself forward over top the leg. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. As you exhale, keep pulling yourself in towards the stretch. After a couple breaths, we're going to rotate the shoulders to face the back leg again. Hands right behind the butt, chest up nice and tall. We're pressing the back knee down into the floor here. And again, feeling a nice muscle contraction on that rear hip. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. From there, we're going to go to adductor rocks, okay? So, knees nice and wide. We're going to stick one leg out, nice and long. Pinky toe is flat on the ground. Knee is straight here. Okay, so foot's flat, knees locked out. Back is also flat. We're going to push through the hands. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to push through the hands, sit back towards your heel. Hold at your end range. And then release. Inhale, rock forward a little bit. Exhale, rock backwards. Feel the stretch on the inside part of the straight leg here. You'll also feel a little stretch on that opposite side as well. Okay? Good. After a couple breaths, we're going to switch sides. Same thing. Knees nice and wide. Foot's flat. Knees straight. Back is flat. Exhaling as he pushes through the hands. Sitting back towards his heel on the opposite leg. Pulling in the stretch. Good. Feeling that stretch right on the inside part of your thigh here. Okay? Awesome. Next, we're going to go into our Spider-Man stretch. So from a push-up position, one foot will go outside the hand. Now drop the back knee to the floor. Dig your back toe into the ground. Make sure it's live. We want to use this back toe to drive the hip down towards the floor, right? Feel a stretch on the front part of the hip here and hip extension. Our opposite hand is going to go on the foot. We're going to drive the knee out past the pinky toe, right? A squat-specific stretch on the front side of the leg here, okay? So you get a little bit more. You can rock in and out. Challenge that range a little bit more. Make sure you're actively driving that back foot down into the ground so you're pressing your hips to the floor. That back glute should be engaged here, okay, right? Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. After a couple breaths, we'll switch sides and do the same thing. Right? Push-up position. One foot goes outside the hand. Back knees to the ground. Using that back toe to drive your hips down towards the floor. Okay, nice proud chest. Pressing the front knee out with the elbow here. Okay, and again, rocking in and out. Notice he's got a nice flat back here and he's actively driving that rear hip down to the floor. Again, you should feel a stretch on the front side part of that hip and underneath the front side of the front leg. Okay? Good, and then after a couple breaths there, we're gonna go into our T-spine rotations. So on the elbows here, we're sitting all the way back towards the heel. One arm is gonna come across the body. Take a big breath in, and an exhale, rotate up towards the ceiling. Eyes are gonna look past the shoulder, and a hold. Inhale, come back down, okay? So as he's exhaling and rotating up, he's pushing through the elbow to create a little rotation upward, but he's also pushing through the elbow to keep his weight shifted back towards the heel. We don't want to shift our weight forward as we do this. Keep forcing yourself back towards your heel as you rotate up to the ceiling, okay? After a couple of reps there, we'll do the same thing on the other side, right? One arm across the body, elbows on the ground, big breath in, exhale and rotate up to the ceiling. Inhale, come back down. Okay, again, pushing through the elbow to sit back towards the heel and to use that to rotate your T-spine up towards the ceiling a little bit more. Awesome. Good. So those are your basic stretches for the week. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video.
So guys, like and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Everything's free. We're all donation based. So check out all of our videos, and if you want to see anything, please let us know. We're on all social media platforms at Movement From Home.